Imagine waking up tomorrow and the sun never appears. Minutes turn into hours, then days, but morning never comes. At first, cities continue functioning because electricity keeps the lights on. Cars still drive, people still go to work, and satellites confirm that Earth is still orbiting the sun. The only difference is that one side of the planet is trapped in permanent darkness. Temperatures begin falling almost immediately. Within a week, average temperatures could drop below freezing across many regions. Solar panels stop producing electricity, while power grids struggle to keep millions of homes warm. The stars become visible all day long, creating the most spectacular night sky humanity has ever seen. But beneath that beauty, a global crisis has already begun. The biggest problem isn't the darkness itself, it's the missing sunlight. Plants depend on photosynthesis to produce food, and without sunlight, that process stops almost immediately. Grass begins dying, crops fail, forests slowly wither, and the food chain starts collapsing. Herbivores lose their food supply, predators lose their prey, and entire ecosystems begin falling apart. Ocean phytoplankton, responsible for producing roughly half of Earth's oxygen, also begin dying. Humanity quickly realizes that permanent night isn't just inconvenient. It threatens the foundation of all life on Earth. Humans have survived ice ages before, and we would fight again. Giant indoor farms, illuminated by powerful LED lights, would replace traditional agriculture. Nuclear reactors, hydroelectric dams, geothermal plants, and wind farms would become humanity's main energy sources. Entire cities might build massive, heated underground districts to escape the freezing surface. Artificial lighting would become as important as running water. New technologies would appear almost overnight as governments raced to keep civilization alive. The world would become one enormous engineering project, dedicated to replacing the missing sun. If permanent night lasted for millions of years, evolution would begin changing life itself. Humans might develop much larger eyes to capture every bit of available light. Skin could become paler because protection from sunlight would no longer be necessary. Nocturnal animals such as owls, bats, wolves, and foxes would thrive, while many daytime species disappear. Plants might evolve to rely more on fungi or chemical energy rather than sunlight. Entire forests could be replaced by glowing fungi and bioluminescent organisms. Earth would slowly begin resembling a giant underground cave ecosystem. Millions of years later, Earth would still orbit the same sun, yet civilization would barely recognize its home. Cities would glow beneath artificial lights, while the surface remained permanently dark. Children would grow up without ever seeing a sunrise. The moon and stars would dominate the sky every hour of every day. The most fascinating part is that Earth itself would still be perfectly habitable in many places. It would simply be a different kind of planet. Permanent night wouldn't necessarily end humanity. It would force humanity, and every other living thing, to evolve into something completely new. Sometimes, the greatest changes don't happen because a planet moves. They happen because one familiar light disappears forever.